Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your bonus April reading. We are going to do a past, present, future reading for you as a bonus. This is actually going to be a timeless reading, and it will be for whenever you find it. So we're going to take a look at your past, your present in this row, and your future in this last row, Libra. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Libra. But Libra, let's see what we have going on for you. You have this Aries always showing up in your reading. So some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo, I feel, but as far as love is concerned. But let's see here, Libra. I almost called you Aries again. Libra, let's see. You start off with this truth card, so obviously there could be a truth coming out here. I need more details on this. Someone, you have this adventurous card. I feel for some of you, this is you living your inner truth, because we see a lot more freedom on this side of the reading, I would say. And you also have this spider spirit, which says make your dreams a reality. So for some of you, that to me would be more of like an independent energy. That to me would say that maybe you're going on an adventure on your own. So you could be having a truth revealed. I would say that if there's a truth being revealed to you from another person, the truth has already been revealed, is what the Tower would say. Plus this is coming up in your past position. So it's like you already learned the truth about, the truth in a situation. This has probably pushed you to be more independent. You even have this card here, which says to be fair on it, Libra, and this is your card. This is like the Justice card in the tarot. So for a lot of you, I kind of feel like you're just, in your own element at this time, which is great for creating a new life or creating something really awesome in your life as well. You have the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles in the Tower here. Six of Pentacles is like breadcrumbing. So plain and simple, if you were dealing with an Emperor type person, someone very stern, strict, someone who probably lived by certain rules. On the negative side of things, I always think of the Emperor, especially when an Emperor comes up with something like a Six of Pentacles in the Tower. This to me would be a person who has certain rules that they expect you to follow, but they do not have to follow those rules. So there's just a general lack of fairness in connections like this right here, Libra. So I do feel some of you were with a person like that where there was just a general lack of fairness. And again, even if you're not interested in love, this could be in any area of your life. This could be a business relationship. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. You could have just been working for a business or at a place of business, and maybe other people were getting paid more than you and you did like 10 times the work. This first row is pretty simple. I feel you just learned a truth that was more kind of like that exposed a lack of fairness in some area of your life. This is a good thing. This is a really nice reading because, it's like you learn the truth, but you're just moving on. You're moving towards 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, happiness, just good things. It's like literally this reading is saying that by learning the truth, might have hurt in the past, of course, but it kind of like made you stronger and also is leading towards your true happiness. So let's clarify this, Libra. Like I said, pretty straightforward energy. I knew that was going to happen, Libra. I knew that it wasn't going to spread, but let's try this again. You have the Devil. Yeah, I mean, just a toxic energy from this person, probably a liar. You have the Two of Swords here. Yeah, like I said, you were hoping for balance. I feel the Two of Swords is just saying that you were hoping to balance things out with a person in the past. And again, if this is a work or a business situation, I feel like you were just hoping that things would balance out. I do get more of a disappointing energy if the situation you were dealing with is work or business. I feel like the disappointment is that it's like maybe you've been working somewhere for a very long period of time, and it's like you're only just now finding out that the business was like cheating you out of money or something along those lines. So I just feel more of a disappointment on the work side of things. As far as love is concerned, it's like this person just can't break out of their own BS. There's no other way to say it, Libra. Yeah, like I said, this is causing your glow up. There's a ton of this like glow up energy. I think that it's the astrology. This does not mean everybody's glowing up. It's like this is going to require work. You're going to have to do something to have this glow up. But if you're doing things like working on yourself, Eight of Pentacles here, your center card, Eight of Pentacles is my card of personal development. So if you're working on yourself, if you are doing things that you need to do to become successful, you will have your glow up. I feel this is true for pretty much all signs because, again, there's a very similar energy, but it's going to require work, of course, with the Eight of Pentacles. That Emperor, it's like, you have the Emperor and the Empress, so it's like maybe you thought this person was a divine counterpart. It's interesting that the devil shows up on top of the Emperor. It's like this person was the devil, and then with the Tower, I feel like this is your energy. It doesn't matter what gender you identify as either, Libra. I feel that you are showing up as the Empress energy. You're showing up as the one that's in power now. In your current position or the present, you have the To Be Fair card. I just feel this is you on your own. Even though you have the Two of Cups here, you know, Two of Cups can be love, but it's also an energy of you and your higher self. It can just be you tapping into your higher self, connecting with yourself, figuring out what you love to do, all those other things. I always tell people it's like the best thing you can do after a breakup is learn to be alone. You know, it's like after a breakup, you haven't been alone for a very long period of time. So it's like, how do you even know what you enjoy anymore, what you like? And so learning to make yourself happy after something like this is like a very important part of the healing process. So, you know, don't feel free, what I'm trying to say is feel free to take time for yourself. Feel free to maybe come up with something new that you enjoy or a new hobby. I always say after like a breakup, it's a good time to rediscover like who you are in the first place, right? You have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles here. A lot of success coming in for you. Like I said, I mean, I feel a lot of you are working on yourself. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Eight of Pentacles is a clue card for me. To me, it is a card that can represent working on yourself or doing things like personal development stuff. And it's really just further proven by the Hermit showing up here as well. The Hermit says you have taken some time to climb to the top of a mountain. You have taken some time to learn about yourself, heal yourself. It is a card of soul searching. It is a card of going through a dark night of the soul. So for a lot of you, pretty simple reading, but extremely empowering, I would say. It's more one of those empowering readings for you, Libra, where I feel you're just becoming, more tapped into your own energy. For others, I do feel that some of you are currently looking to maybe heal or improve upon your financial situation. And I do feel that will be happening, especially with these two cards here. This is very good work energy, so I do feel there could be like a lot of improvements as far as work and business are concerned, but let's dig into this and figure it out. Ten of Pentacles, love it. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life. So for some of you, it's like in love, relationships, work, business, you're discovering or figuring out what you truly want in all areas of your life. You have the Moon card here. I'm getting like, is it worth it? The Moon isn't really my is it worth it card. The Seven of Pentacles is my is it worth it card, but I am getting that energy on the Moon. The Moon can represent fears, illusions, fantasies, whatever you're working on at this time with that Eight of Pentacles, whether it's yourself or whether you're getting a new job. I feel that Moon card is coming up as a fear of like, is this work going to pay off? I feel like the fear is if I put a lot of work into a relationship, a business, are there going to be future results? It's like that's what you're fearing at this time. But you have the Six of Pentacles again. But here's the thing, Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles is a lot more fairness. And really, it's like with this Two of Swords, maybe someone wasn't sure where to invest in a situation as far as love is concerned or anything else. Really, this reading is also talking about you giving to a situation that gives back to you. So, it's kind of like a cause and effect reading, just more one of those readings that says you're probably looking to invest in situations that give to you, like I said, and that's exactly what you should do here, Libra. Pretty simple. In your last row here, in the future, you have this Make Your Dreams Real card, the Spider Spirit. I always say the Spider Spirit is about, kind of telling your own story or being in control of your destiny. The Spider says you receive or you live the story that you tell. So I feel like it's going to be very important for you to tell positive stories with this Spider energy. That's what I'd be doing with this card. You have the Six of Cups, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups here. I mean, Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, major improvements after a difficult period of time here, Libra. And it's also the card of happy home, happy family. I feel for some of you that in the future, as far as love is concerned, some of you are looking to have a family. Six of Cups, card of children, Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, definitely like wanting that whole family community type of vibe going on here. So I feel some of you are trying to create that in your life, especially with the Spider Spirit. I would keep it positive because, that card says you will get exactly what you say. So if you're, out there saying everybody's a cheater, then everybody's going to be a cheater. But if you're out there saying I only attract, good people who support me, who want to have a family, then that's what you'll get. So I would be very careful of your words. The Hermit really says, again, he's standing at the top of a mountain here, and he's shining his inner light on this card. So in a lot of ways, I feel that you've done some soul searching and really have been searching for inner answers as to like what you expect in your life in general. And it's like you're moving towards a dream life. Let's clarify this. And let's dig into it and see here, Libra. Yep, Hermit, again, look at that. Deciding what you really want. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, but I always say that I do not personally read the Six of Cups as an ex coming back. I mean, even if you read, most tarot books say that the Six of Cups says don't go back to the past for the most part. It's a card that says do not get stuck in nostalgia, right? There's even a guy who is walking away in the back of the card here. You can see him back there by the tower looking thing. So for the most part, it says do not get stuck in the past. But sometimes I do feel that the Six of Cups is good for like working on things from the past if you maybe had a project or a business, because Six of Cups is a gift from the universe and it can represent kind of a turnaround or obstacles being removed from your life, especially when it comes up with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, but it can also represent like the removal of some sort of obstacle that you've been dealing with or something that's been getting in your way, maybe like if you've been trying to make progress on a project or a business. So, definitely a really good card. You have the Knight of Cups here, Knight in Shining Armor, coming in for you, and the Judgment card. Yep, I feel like this is your like true love coming in for you here. Even though the Judgment card is the only card in the deck that I consider a halfway decent card for taking someone back from the past, but really I feel this is new love. I feel like this is someone new coming in for you, Knight in Shining Armor energy, and I feel that the Judgment card is more kind of like a revelation. When I get the Tower in the Judgment card in the same row, to me this represents more of like a revelation type energy where it's more of that, both cards can kind of represent a wake-up call in certain ways. I mean, this is the card of the wake-up call. The Tower can represent, losing something, but it could be a wake-up call that you're receiving with the Tower. But both cards together is like a, mind-blowing revelation that you could be having at this time. So you could be waking up to your true purpose. I do want to get more, I do want to ask, I want to ask about the Tower and the Judgment card. What are you like waking up to? What are you, what is this thing? What is coming in here? You have the King of Swords, clarity, truth in a lot of ways. We already talked about this with the Truth card. It's like you're understanding the truth, seeing through the matrix here, I feel. You have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict, but just intuitively, I feel with that Five of Wands that what you are learning from this situation here, Judgment in the Tower, this revelation that you could be having at this time, the Five of Wands is like seeing something as being a conflict. Could be you seeing the work that you're going to have to do to, attract a person who is like high value, or to attract a person. And I'm not referring to how much money they make. I'm talking about someone who puts in the work in a relationship, right? It's like you see the work that needs to be done. And the Five of Wands is kind of maybe being a little bit resistant, but at the same time, I feel like you're willing to learn. I always say this card here, the Five of Wands, represents immaturity, because these are young people that are fighting on the card, but it's not a bad thing. They are fighting, but they're really training. They're really learning how to fight. They're using sticks on that card. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're willing to learn at this time. Yeah, Three of Cups, this is going to lead to a celebration. Everybody's been getting something about teamwork or working on a team for like the past couple months. So I do feel teamwork, it would be very beneficial for anything that you're trying to accomplish at this time. Or, getting people to help you, or building a team, anything like that. Let's see here, Libra. Three of Cups, again, definitely teamwork, celebration, kind of all that other stuff. I like it. Very, very good energy. Ace of Swords, victory. You will easily, anything that you see as an obstacle, you will very easily be able to overcome. That's literally what the Ace of Swords says. Ace of Swords is above the mountains. The sword is always above the mountains on the Ace of Swords, and it represents the fact that you will easily be able to overcome obstacles. So do not shy away from any challenges. You might see something as a challenge with the Five of Wands. You might be waking up to something that's a challenge, but do it. You'll be successful. And you have the Tower again with the Three of Cups. For some of you, it's like, again, the truth that you could be realizing is that you can't go back to the past here with someone who you thought was a divine counterpart. So, you know, there is like a little bit of that energy here where you're dealing with an uncomfortable truth. I feel like you're already dealing with it because of this past position here. It's like something that you've already been dealing with. It's like you don't want to admit it, but you do at the same time. That's like the energy I get here. So I feel like you're just kind of like moving past it and moving towards a lot more happiness. A pretty simple reading here, Libra. I really like this, actually. I feel like you're heading in the right direction. I would definitely, you know, make sure that you're doing things to create your own reality with the spider spirit. I feel like it'll really help you out. I feel like it'll like improve things greatly in your life. So I feel like that would be a good idea. There's a lot of happiness coming in for you here as well. So love it, Libra. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Libra, and definitely enjoy your week.